It's a good cup, isn't it? It's getting me through. I've had a really tough day today. I found it really trying. And not particularly for any reason. The kids haven't been exceptionally bad. They've had their moments, but don't they, every day? I think I'm just a bit drained and a little bit tired. And I think it's just one of those days. Everything's kind of caught up with me again. And yeah, just a bit limp today. But that's okay. I've realised over the course of the day that it is okay to have days like that. And I think sometimes they're needed, particularly when you are in the sort of situation that I'm in, where you're trying to get used to a breakup or anything like that. But I didn't want to leave it on a negative note. I've kind of, since the kids have been in bed, I've kind of sat down and thought about it, and I want to put a good spin on it. And also I hadn't vlogged anything today, so I needed to do that. But yeah, in a bit of a reflective mood. But I just wanted to kind of reassure people that there is a brighter side to bad experiences. So I was gonna kind of do a what I've learnt since the breakup type of vlog. I hope it's gonna be all right. in every account, in terms of the vlog and in terms of everything else. So yeah, if you've just gone through a breakup, if you are getting through a breakup, if you've, you know, if there's just one to reflect on, I thought I would share with you almost the positives that I've come out the other side with since it happened. Because it's not been easy. It has been fucking awful for the most part. But I'm kind of on the other side of it now, I think. I'm in a much, much better place. I'm feeling quite a bit more secure, and I'm happy for the most part. Like I say, today's been a bit of a lull, but in general, I am pretty happy. So yeah, I keep saying so yeah. That is my favourite thing to say when I'm vlogging and thinking, so yeah. I'm going to try and stop that. Or just edit them all out. There might be some gaps where I've edited it all out. But yeah. I think the first thing that you need to reflect on or know when you're at that cusp of just having separated or broken up with someone is that you will go through every single emotion that you can think of, really. There will be moments of exceptional grief, there will be almost hysteria, there will be this massive swell of determination when you're sure you can get through it. And yeah, it is up and down like a roller coaster, and it's awful. And you will cry every single day. And then all of a sudden there will be a day when you get into bed and you realise you've not cried. And then there will be 2 days, and then 3 days, and then you'll have another day when you cry, and then it will go back to... But slowly but surely, those awful days become less and less, and you start having better days and getting on with it and carrying on and realising that there is life beyond. I really am babbling in this. I'm very sorry. You know, sometimes you've just got to talk to get your own emotions out. But yeah, I've not cried in a long time. The only thing I seem to cry over now is when it comes to money or when the kids have been upset. Then that gets me. But in general terms of me and where I am, I don't cry over it anymore, which is nice. It's a really nice feeling. The second thing that I really, really want to get across there is that post-breakup, I in particular, and I hope most people who go through one, have realised just how strong an individual I am and how much I can achieve. Because at first, I just didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could carry on. I didn't think I could almost keep living the life I was living. I didn't think I could raise 2 children on my own, essentially. But you can. You muddle through, and it's hard, but it gets easier. You get routines, you figure out ways to do things that work for you in the situation you're in. And before you know it, you're doing it. And you just do. And I think that's really surprised me. I always knew I was quite strong and quite independent. But I think when you get into a relationship, you do what you do in a relationship. You lean on that other person to support you and to get you through things and to help you. And to suddenly have that person not be there that you were leaning on, you do have that moment when you topple. But then you get back up. And you do it. We're doing all right. Step three, it's like a step program, it's not. Point 3 is that you really realise who your friends are. Now this isn't going into a dig, you know, I've found my real friends, blah, blah, blah. No one has done any wrong to me since everything kicked off. Everyone has been lovely, everyone has been amazing, so many people have offered their support. But you suddenly realise those people that you can't live without. Those people who have seen you at your lowest. I mean, there's 4 or 5 people who have seen me curled up in a ball on the floor, sobbing so much that I could hardly breathe. And despite them going through their own personal demons and trying to, you know, plan some of the most important things in their life and dealing with massive issues in their own lives, the second I've given them a call or the second they've seen a slight dip in me, they have been there and they have picked me back up and they have just been amazing. You can tell I'm procrastinating because I've tied my hairband around my fingers. This is what happens when my brain goes crazy. What else do I need to say? Oh, I've got a good one. People will think you're okay a lot sooner than you are okay. Especially in my case. I know I did this. I went through a stage where I was determined to prove that I could do this and I was a fighter and I would survive and everything was going to be amazing. And this house has never been so clean. It was probably because I was on about 2 hours sleep a night. But yeah, nothing was out of place in the house. As soon as the washing was dry, it was ironed and put away. And anything that was out of place went back straight away. And yeah, I went a little bit crazy. And I think for me, it was a coping mechanism. It was my way of going, no, I can do this. I can do everything that 2 people did all by myself. And I did. And I did it well. And I wish I still had that energy and that determination. It's lapsed a little bit. I mean, there's 2 loads of washing there that are going to be ironed tonight. It might not be put away tonight. But I did that. And I think because I did that and because I was going out going, no, I'm fine, I'm doing this, we're going to be all right. A lot of people thought I was a lot better than I was at that time. And it's kind of nice in a way, because when you do that and when you are giving off this, I'm okay, I can do this, people start treating you normally again. And I think that helps you go back to normality, because you're no longer kind of coming across as a victim and as somebody that's suffering and hurting, and everything goes a little bit more back to how it was before, in the way that people talk to you and treat you and interact with you. Because obviously for the first however long it takes before you hit that I'm fine stage, people do worry about you, and they want you to know that they're worrying about you. And it's lovely, because it is nice to know that people give a shit and do care. But at the same time, it also means that you can't get it out of your head what's happened and, you know, how you're coping with it. But you do come out the other side. And I think I've particularly found who I am again. Going back to that thing where you lean on somebody else, I think you also change a bit to suit the way that you work as a pair. And I don't think I'd felt like myself like I feel now in quite a long time. And I assume that's the same for him too. But it's like rediscovering yourself all over again. No, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's confusing myself. I feel more like me than I felt in a very long time. And that's not a negative on who I was when I was with Liam, or, you know, he made me not be myself. I don't mean it like that. But you do become part of a pair as opposed to a individual thing. I think I just want to remind people that as awful as it is, it gets, I keep saying that, it gets better, it gets easier, there's an end. But that is kind of what you need to get across. Because when it first happens, you don't feel like there is. You don't feel like there is ever going to be a day when you're not just a wreck. But there is, it does come, yeah, it does happen. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think what I'm trying to tell myself is it's okay to have days when you don't feel so good. It is okay to have lulls and to feel a bit low, because that's life. That's just what everyone goes through, no matter what the circumstances, I think. I think if you were happy all the time, oh, it would drive me to insanity. I think you need those kind of troughs and peaks, but you do need to remind yourself that they're temporary. I'm going to leave it there because I am just totally babbling. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee, try and get used to the fact that my hair's gone really, really dark. It didn't look this dark on the bottle. It'll fade, right? It'll fade in the wash. Everything fades. Emotions fade, feelings fade. In the end. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry for another babbling, rambling vlog. This is more just self-therapy than anything else. Yeah. But if I can help one person, if somebody else can watch this and go, yeah, I get you, that would be really good. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, having had a better day. Bye bye.